Good morning. It is Friday. It is Halloween. Happy Halloween. Before I put my socks on, I want to show these to you. I've been trying to... I have no excuses. Really, I have lots of excuses, but no really valid reasons except for why I have not been posting as much, except for just been busy. And work has been mentally exhausting me. We just have all the HR things going on. Obviously, I can't, talk about them. And now my computer's not wanting to come on. It's 7:15. I have 15 minutes to figure out what is going on. Maybe it just doesn't want me to work today. That's fine with me. But yeah, it's been all the HR things. Really, anything you could think of HR related has been happening. And the fact that we provide services for our agency plus 6 other school districts is just, it's just things are going to happen. And for some reason, it's been happening these last 2 weeks. And yesterday when I got off work, I was like, I am just exhausted. I tried reading. I can't even focus to read. It's been the most terrible reading month. The only reason why was there 2 books I finished this month that were audiobooks? My stats would be really bad. I think I'm behind on my reading goal for the year. So in the book I'm currently reading, I'm struggling to get through. I loved it in the beginning, but I'm struggling. And so I think I need to put it down. So I did terrible in my reading challenge. It's just been one of those things. And this week I have been working, well, first let me show you real quick so I can put these on because my feet are cold. I found these super cute socks. They were buy one, get one 50% off at Dollar General because they're getting rid of all the fall stuff because all the Christmas stuff is there. Look at these cute socks. Now, I know this may not be exciting to some of you guys, but I love socks. I have a ton of socks. Like, people could just give me, like my son knows because he gives me like socks for Christmas every year. Like cutesy little socks. So we have this pair, and this pair. I think we're gonna put these ones on, and they were $1 regular price. So yeah, oh gosh, I probably should use scissors, but I don't know where my scissors are at. They should be right here, but they're not. Funny story, I was out day before yesterday, putting more straw out with the chickens. With it being colder right now in their coop, I want to put tons of straw, so I put more straw in there. And then also in their coop, it's been raining, and so I had to do some stuff with them, and I didn't even think about it. I did it right after work, so I wouldn't talk myself out of it. I lost one of my favorite rings out there. So at first I thought I lost it in the straw, and I didn't think about that. I went out right away and looked in the coop. I don't find it anywhere in the coop, which the coop is kind of smaller because we only have 4 chickens. So I looked out in their big area, could not find it. Now, they're not going to eat it. They'll just peck at it like crazy, but I kind of think I lost it outside somewhere because I was also picking up some stuff outside of their area, so I need to go look again. But then last night I thought, maybe it's in my straw bin. So I go out to the garage. That's where we have it. We have a big, huge bin that we keep because we just buy the small bales. And I was looking in there. As I'm looking, I realize I lost my other ring in the straw bin as I am looking for it. I'm like, are you kidding me? And I know I had it on before I went in there. So then I'm digging through there looking for that one. I find that one, thankfully, because it's gold, it really blended in with the straw, but it was like a really bright pink color, so it really stood out, so I was able to find it. But anyway, I lost one of my favorite ones. These are the ones I'm wearing today. Super pretty, right? But yeah, I lost one of my favorite ones. I am so bummed. So I'm gonna go out there today because it's not supposed to rain today, and I'm gonna go out there today to look for them. But anyway, so we're gonna talk about this week. Oh, I also did not show you my cute little cup I got from my friend Krista for my birthday. Super cute, right? I'm using it today for my tea. Oh, and then also it came with a little keychain. So, anywho, this is kind of how my week has been. I've been doing fantastic with my workouts. And throughout the week, I've been weighing every day because of the fluctuations. I just wanted to kind of see how things went throughout the week. So right now I've decided I really just need to focus on do you notice, you guys, in the morning, yes, randomness That's what you get with Chatty Vlogs. In the mornings, my fingers, like I had to take off this other ring because my fingers in the mornings are a little bit swollen. And I don't know if it's because just haven't drank enough water or anything yet, but super swollen. Anyway, major fluctuations this whole entire week, major, to the point where like today was one of my heaviest days, and I think it could correlate with how I'm feeling today. So I think my best day, I feel like I'm like right up in your face. I feel like my best day was Wednesday because I was down on the scale 4 pounds on Wednesday. And that brought me only within a pound of where I was like end of September, beginning of October, where I hit one of my lowest that I've had this entire year. And then it's just been fluctuation from there. My cycle has been completely messed up. Speaking of which I mean, perimenopause, that's what we get. But speaking of which, this morning, last night, I started noticing it. My, chest is a little bit sore, feeling a little crampy, starting to feel like I'm getting a cold. And you guys know I get that period flu quite often. And if I do start my cycle, it'll be my 3rd one I've had in 45 days. Yes, because I'm like 18 days away from when I'm supposed to start. I started my last one 18 or 19 days early. I had 2 in October. Well, one bled from, okay, that's a terrible word to use, from September into October. And then I had another one in October, like 2 weeks after that. And it was like 18, 19 days early. And then, so if I start again, it'll be another 18 days early, and it'll be like 3 within like 45 days, which is terrible. So I don't know if that's one of the reasons why it's so high today, because it was the highest, and I've had a fantastic week, you guys. But let me tell you, I have worked out every single day this week. So actually I started with Sunday was my first day. Well, I did a couple days last week, but consistently. So starting Sunday, I did a strength training workout, and I've done one every day except for today, because today was the first day that I felt sore. I'll tell you what, you guys, I've had many of you tell me that creatine does work. I did not know if this was like a gimmick. Figured it wasn't a gimmick because they've been talking about creatine for years and years and years and years. But I almost kind of thought it was more for bodybuilders or people who do really intense strength training workouts, not just for me who's doing little arm and ab, strength training workouts. But I've had many of you, I had put out there, like, tell me about this. Tell me about creatine. What has it done for you? And I've had quite a few of you reach out to me and tell me that you've taken it and give it a chance, and you'll really notice a difference in your soreness. And I'll tell you what, so I started taking this a little bit last week when I started doing, the strength training, but I have taken this every day since Friday, I want to say, Friday or Saturday. And today was the first day that I felt sore. I actually started feeling sore last night. I mean, I would feel a little soreness, but I'll tell you, in the past, even using the same, which I need when I get paid, I'm going to pick up some 8-pound weights, because right now I'm just doing 5-pound weights, which for me on my arms is really, especially with my triceps, because I guess you guys know I have bad shoulders and just really bad hurts. I have this one likes to pop out. This one, just the joints are really, really sore. And so I am very careful when I do any over the head stuff or just things that target the shoulders. But I really did a huge arm workout on Wednesday, and I'll tell you what, you guys, so I did like 50 minutes, and that included 10-minute warm-up on my bike. So I did maybe I did a 15-minute warm-up on bike, because I did I did a 15-minute video and I think a 12-minute video of different arms and abs. I did one that was arms, abs together, and then I did just an abs. But I have done a minimum of a 30-minute workout every day this week. And today, and all of it strength training with the exception of today, because I just listened to my body. I was like, okay, I did strength training Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And today, last night, I just started feeling like really sore through my bicep and my back. And then a little bit of my shoulders, but not bad. I'm actually surprised. Maybe I'm actually strengthening them a little bit, but my back, and I could feel it in my back, like shoulder blades kind of going down. And then my biceps were kind of hurting. So this morning I'm like, you know what? I think we're going to take a rest day. So I did 45 minutes on my bike straight because I didn't want to kind of break the streak, and actually felt good. And it just, and the thing is also I've had so much energy all week. So this stuff, you guys, I honestly like, and of course, you know, I do have a discount code for Motivate, but, you know, you can find this anywhere. But yeah, and this is the unflavored. So I kind of like that it's unflavored, and I'm going to see, if I can find other ones. I mean, I don't know anything about it. But unflavored, I feel like works for me because I can put it in whatever. Like I have it in my loaded tea this morning. And I also did some research, like, should I only take it on the days I work out? Is it even worth it? And yes, that's one thing I found, that especially with people in perimenopause, or women in perimenopause and menopause, should be taking it anyway to help with their muscles. So I've been taking it. One thing I did read about it, so maybe this is why the scale's up a little bit today. It could be a couple things, just fluctuations in my body, because the scale's been looking great all week. Today was the only day that it went, which is today's my weigh-in day, but I think this is why I need to weigh every day. And I believe it was Wednesday. I don't think it was yesterday. I think it was Wednesday that I hit the low. And but then it's just, and I haven't eaten anything different. So a couple things. It could just be my body's super sore and it's retaining some water, because that's what happens. 2, I did read about creatine. Until your body starts to get used to it, it can sit in your muscles and it can make your muscles retain water until your body I don't have to read more about that. I just kind of read a snippet of that last night. But I read something about it can, like, it sits in your muscles for a few days, but then eventually your body gets used to it and it doesn't absorb into your muscles. I don't know. Anyway, I've heard you can gain weight in the first like week or 2 that you're using it. So I'm now just looking more into, I'm doing things that are healthy for me. And if the scale recognizes it, it recognizes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm just going to go with that for now. Speaking of things that are healthy for me, these are the supplements I settled on. Now, I talked a lot in my supplement video, and instead of going out and buying a bunch of stuff, I did buy one, and that was it. I looked through my cabinets to see what I had, because you guys know I have been a supplement hoarder for years, and I forgot that I even bought these, and they were still good. And so I bought these because they had a lot of the things that I had talked about in that video that I had learned and I learned it from my dietitian before I had to stop going because my insurance stopped paying for it. These were the kind of some of the things. Now, the only one I did buy was this one, because I didn't have this one. So I bought this one off of Amazon. And the other one I don't have right here is the omega-3s, which I'm not good about taking those because they are seriously like so huge. But my friend Krista told me about this small one. So as soon as I get 3 of these ones, I'm going to look for those small ones she was telling me about. So these are the 2 things that I have. And I bought these off a TikTok shop. They're not super cheap, but so I don't know if I'll repurchase them. I'm going to see how it goes for the next week. I mean, once month of me taking these consistently, I didn't really have a month's supply left because I had taken some before, but I'm going to take these until they're gone and we'll just see. But this one that I take, I'm going to take this one like around noon because it has magnesium and zinc in it. So I don't want to take it with my thyroid pill. So I have it set to take at noon because I can just throw it in my bag and I can just take it at work or at home when I'm working from home. But this one has folate, chromium, vitamin B12, ashwagandha, which is one of those things, bioprine, which is like black pepper. It helps absorb your body absorb this stuff. Saline cinnamon, which cinnamon is supposed to be really good for you. Chasteberry, don't know anything about that. Dim, don't know anything about that. Magnesium is good for you. Zinc is good for you. Bitter melon, no idea. But this also has berberine and vitamin D3 plus K2. So I do have some vitamin B3, but I'm just going to take this and not take that right now until I'm done with this. And then the other one, I take this one at night before I go to bed. This one has magnesium, ashwagandha, and L-theanine, which I'm pretty sure L-theanine is good for people who have thyroid issues. What else is on here? Oh my gosh, why is this so little and why can I not see? Well, I can't even pronounce any of these words, you guys. Okay, I'm not gonna try to pronounce any of them. You guys can screenshot it. I will try to link this down below with the creatine, where you can find it on TikTok shop. I don't know if you can find these on Amazon. I'll see if I can find them on Amazon. For those of you who don't have TikTok, I will see if I can find those. But I don't know that I think I looked for them on Amazon before. But anyway, so I have been taking those consistently also since Sunday. And we're just gonna see what happens by taking supplements, you know, consistently, doing my strength training workout consistently. We're just gonna see where we go from there. So anywho, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get my workday started. And my computer I just restarted and finally booted up. But anyhow, I will chat with you here in a little bit. Okay, my breakfast this morning are 2 of the blueberry Kodiak protein waffles, blueberries, and 2 tablespoons of the PB2 peanut butter that I just made kind of liquidy. Alrighty, I just walked out of grocery outlet. I have 10 minutes to get back to work, and I have 10 minutes that says I'm gonna be home, probably because of traffic. So I wanted to tell you very quickly, I just tried this before I got here, and this is really good. So the crisp apple Olipop, so good. It's hit and miss with me with these Olipop poppy drinks and all them, but this one, very, very good. Highly recommend. Did not find anything really fun in grocery outlet. I did pick up some chicken and some beef, some tortillas, because I think we're gonna make tacos tonight. We really didn't have anything for dinner tonight. It was all out of leftovers. So I think I'm just gonna throw together some tacos. That's something easy. So I did pick up some tortillas for my husband, tortillas for me because he won't eat the lower carb ones, and picked up some ground beef. And I did pick up some chicken for the week. I don't really know what I'm making yet. I haven't even created a meal plan yet, but knew I'd probably have chicken, and it's a lot cheaper here. Picked up, what else did I get? Some little Snickers candies for him, and I think that's it. But it just really didn't have anything fun, which is probably good because I don't really have the budget for it. Don't really have to get a whole lot, I don't think, this weekend. I'm gonna go through my pantry and my freezer. I was really trying to like keep myself away from like the frozen like chicken, like the real good chicken and all that, but I have been really missing having just something like that I could just throw in the freezer. I've been kind of missing it. So I think I found these ones that were like Tyson, like hot honey or something like that. So I think I may pick those up this weekend, and maybe some real good chicken. I was just missing having those things, and I also was missing salads, but Safeway's having salad kits on sale for really cheap. So I am going to pick up a couple salad kits. So I don't think I have to pick up a whole lot. I think I'm going to try and make it really super easy. I do want to find some sort of soup or stew or something like that possibly to make, because that was so great having that chicken and wild rice soup all week. It was like a nice, easy thing to have on hand. But it is time to go back to work, so I will see you guys later. Hey guys, it is 3:30. I am having to get up and move around because I am exhausted. I'm hitting that end of afternoon into day like slump big time. Plus I am so frustrated, you guys. I am my worst enemy when it comes to work sometimes. Before lunch, I was searching for these documents that I'd worked on last Friday. I even looked and I was like, yep, I emailed everything to myself last Friday. And I was like, what the heck happened? We have OneDrive and I hate it. And sometimes I lose documents. I mean, it's a nightmare sometimes. And I'm looking and looking and looking, could not find anything. So then after lunch, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to recreate them. So I start recreating them. I get to the 4th school district out of the 7 that I have to do. That includes ours. And I get to the 4th one and I'm just like, gosh, this is so frustrating. So actually, no, I got done. Yeah. And then I go to search somebody in OneNote to try to find out if they were still working and whatnot, because they were not coming up on my list. In doing so, I found this section and I was like, what is that? So I go in and look and I'm like, oh my gosh. I completely forgot that me and my boss had talked about putting it in OneNote versus on separate Word documents, so we can make it as like a living document basically. Oh my gosh, you guys. Because I could picture it in my head. I'm like, I know I did this. I had to go onto just so many different other school district sites to look at their board minutes, to confirm teacher renewals. I did all of it over again until I realized that I had done it in OneNote. Oh my goodness, you guys. This menopause brain is just, and I did it last Friday. And so I'm like, okay, maybe Fridays I should not work on things that are pretty dang important. So I'm glad I found it before I finished everything, but I still did a lot more than half. So I'm finishing this up, but I kind of hit a wall. So I am going to have my last hour. I'm just going to power through, but I had to grab some water, and I did a second half of my loaded tea from this morning. I'm going to do that. I had like 3 things of tea today. I was really wanting tea. This is, you can't see what this is. This is the Tazo, but it's the Zen. Oh my gosh, I love that one. That one's the spearmint. It's like spearmint and something else. I can't remember what else, but it is so good. I love it. One of my favorites. Anyway, I'm so tired, but I'm gonna go ahead and close up this video. I know, not very exciting, you guys, and I still haven't even got my shelf the way I want it. Like, I just look at it and I'm just like, eh. I do think I'm gonna try. So this weekend, actually, as soon as I get my grocery order done tomorrow, like after I pick up my groceries and stuff, I think I'm gonna sit down and do even though I haven't done very much reading, I think I may do September and October together and just kind of like do a fall like reading book review, because I've been having people ask me. I know not very many people watch those videos, but for those of you that do, I could give you my thoughts on the few books that I read for the last 2 months. So anyway, I think I'm going to sit down and do that this weekend, and then hopefully next week I feel work's not so crazy that I have a chance to actually get some videos done. So I can't even think, you guys. Okay, I need to find something to put on in the background that I can listen to while I'm working, and that way I'm not like so focused. But anyway, so I told you guys what supplements I'm taking, how my workouts are going, feeling great about that. I'm going to work out again tomorrow because I don't want to let too many days go in between, because we know what happens with that. So I took a rest day from the strength training. I still did my bike. So tomorrow I'm going to get back up on the strength training. I'm going to do that again. I have been like not setting my grocery orders so early in the morning, although my Walmart pickup, oh my gosh, I waited over an hour last week. Never took that long before, but I think it's because it's a later pickup, but they were having trouble with their little like scanner thingies. So every time they come out to a car, they're like, are you so-and-so? Like, are you Natalie? Nope, I'm not Natalie. And then he'd go to another car, and then he ended up taking it back inside, and he came out again, asked me if I was someone else, and Amber or something, and I said nope. And then he asked my name, so he finally came out and he said what he told me was going, and there was like 3 of them that were running around to all the cars asking everybody's name, and he said that whoever scans it, he kept saying they scanned it wrong, so I don't know who they is, but somehow something got scanned in wrong, and so but it was over an hour, and this is two weeks in a row that I had to wait so long, and that there was mess ups with the things. I mean, my order was fine because they made sure before they gave it to me that I was who I was, but also I don't have the ability to choose substitutions anymore. It used to be I could choose a substitution when I made my order,
and it won't let me do that anymore. And it did not even tell me I had that they made substitutions and to accept them or anything until like I just happened to go on my app because I'm like, I hadn't been notified my order was ready. And then after I picked everything up, I got notifications of all that stuff. So, and it's been like that now for like 2 or 3 weeks. So 2 weeks in a row, I've had to wait a long time. The sending us thing and the substitution thing has not been working right for a few weeks now. So I think I may do a Fred Meyer, which is my Kroger. I may do a Kroger pickup because I do have some really good sales on this week. So I think I may do that and then run into Safeway because Safeway's having some good sales on their produce. So that way I can, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. But anywho, I'm not gonna set my order for too early in the morning. That way I can get my work out done and all that. But we are going to get back to work. So I will see you guys in the next video.